Hello Taurus, and welcome to Dragon Tail Tarot. My name is Ariel, and I will be doing your general reading for August 2019. I'm going to be doing a combination of both your astrology patterns and also getting into some cards and tarot for you guys. First I want to mention this is a very new channel. It's only been around a few weeks, so if you enjoy the content, please do hit the subscribe button, give it a dragon claw up, and share it with your friends. Comment, please. I'm very open to your suggestions and things you might like to see on the channel in the future. I also want to mention, of course, before I start, that this is a general reading for Taurus. So this includes Taurus Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising signs. If this does not resonate with you, because it can't resonate with every single Taurus on the planet, you might want to check out, something that's made for your moon sign, your Venus sign, etc. If the messages coming through for you today do not resonate, then just trust that that is not for you, that's for another Taurus. But if it does resonate, or some of it resonates, then those are the messages that are meant for you. So first I want to start out with looking at your general astrological patterns for the month of August, Taurus. This is the time when Leo is traveling along with us. We are starting the month of August with a lot of energy. First thing that's happening is our Mercury retrograde turns direct on August 1st, so it's kind of like you'll feel the vibration on July 31st, goes in proper August 1st. So you will be feeling that, and that's a definite up. That's a green light. All the things that felt kind of sluggish in July start to gain momentum again. Do keep in mind that it takes a little time for Mercury to reach what's called its shadow point, which is the exact degree and sign that it was in when it went retrograde. So it takes a little time for it to come back, because it goes back and then goes forward. So it has to go back to the degree it's in. So it leaves its shadow point entirely on August 15th. That is the same day as our Aquarius full moon. So that's going to also be a big energetic day. A lot of things will be coming to culmination. A lot of emotions will be running high, and will also really be in the clear with Mercury, which definitely will help communication and movement. Also mentioning that the month begins with that Mercury direct, and it's also the new moon cycle, so it's a great refresh of energy. Now Taurus, here's the deal. When it comes to the sign of Leo, you guys have a big challenge, and that is because Leo is one of your famous toughies. It's a square aspect, and that means that, your sign Taurus would be here, and then Leo is down here. It creates a 90-degree angle. You see all those red lines with it's got a little tiny red square on it, because that's showing a relationship pattern between two or more planets or placements. And so that's why I would guarantee that a lot of Taurian people have more challenges in that late part of July, earlier couple weeks of August. That tends to be a time of year that's a little bit of friction, a little bit of challenge. You're going to feel that. And it doesn't mean it has to be bad. It doesn't mean it has to be negative. But it definitely sort of lights a fire under your rear, and it makes you get going. That is probably the best use of square energy that I know of. In our personal charts, we all have different aspects. I have 9 squares. I've known my dad had 15. That was the most I've ever seen. So squares are not always a negative, but it definitely is a motivator. So I would say that this is going to be a month astrologically, Taurus, where you are very motivated to get quite a bit done. You feel that fire literally under you, like, I just can't sit and do this anymore. And it could be negative or challenging experiences that help push you even more, but that is what you're feeling. Also, I would say that there's a glut of, energy going on through that 4th house. It's that Cancer house, which deals with home. It deals with family. So some of your frustrations, some of that friction could be around your home, could be around your family dynamic. The sun is there, the moon is there on the very first day, so this could be definitely that kind of father-mother, childhood roots and origins. There are definitely things coming up to the surface for you this month, Taurus, that will make you get back to a lot of your roots, a lot of your old connections and ties. You may have even gone through a little of that with the Mercury retrograde, because that often brings up exes, old relationships, old situations, things that you've needed to review or heal. So, taking all that into consideration, just make sure to breathe, make sure to, decompress. If you need time to yourself, make sure to take it, because this will be a little bit more of a challenged month for you guys. However, there's also a lot of really, really great energy to get some things done that maybe you've been putting off. With the 4th house activated like that, this could also mean thinking about a move, thinking about, starting out a new place for yourself to live, or doing something around your home that refreshes it and makes it feel more like a home. But this definitely gets into something to do with your home base, your family ties, and your deep-rooted connections this month, Taurus. So I'm going to pull from the Dragon Oracle. What a surprise. This is one of my favorite decks. And we're going to pull a dragon card and see which one wants to come play with you today, Taurus. Alright, so Air and Fire Dragon expands creative energies. So this is about creativity, excitement, enthusiasm, and communicating your passion. So that air and fire, if you think about a fire and then you think about adding oxygen to it, that just makes the fire bigger. So definitely this is very strong, very passionate energy. It's both, it's very emotional because of the fire, and it's also very intellectual because of the air element, Taurus. So I think that that's something that's definitely activated for you. This fire energy is very strong, and you're thinking about it a lot. What does this passion mean for me? It's like you're taking it a little bit deeper than just, it's like, oh, I've got this feeling. It's like, I've got to think about what I'm going to do with this feeling. And so if you are a creative person, and many Taurians are, because you guys are ruled by Venus, you are a naturally creative sign, you've got many talents, and you tend to be pretty strong. Even if you suffer with, illness or anything, you are a strong individual. So the excitement, the enthusiasm there, that really tells me that the passion is running high this month. So let's go into the animal deck, and I'm going to just do one of the animal spirit oracle to see which one of those comes up for you. Alright guys, we can shuffle. They're being a little sicky today. They're kind of... Which one of you wants to come talk to Taurus, please? For August 2019. Alright, so the antelope spirit, not a surprise. Look at that. Life is speeding up. Yet again, here's that fire. It's that movement forward. It's that passion, that spark, that thing that gets you going. It's like, I can't stay in the bed today. I can't take off work today. I have got to get up. I got to get going. And that's the number 2. I love that, because that, to me, that number 2, that's the High Priestess card. That's that spiritual higher mind. It's very intuitive. The antelope is not, and also I would say the antelope runs with the group. This may be a little bit of something where you're not just taking yourself along with this, Taurus. You could be also taking somebody either from your family, somebody from your circle of friends. If you've tried to make big changes or make big moves in the past and you've only done it on your own, maybe that wasn't working. Maybe you do need a friend. Maybe you do need some partnership or some help with that, because sometimes it's just not good enough to go it alone, and the antelope definitely doesn't go it alone, and they use their intuition, and as soon as they think that lion or that critter is going to come get them, they're gone. They're moving. So yeah, and then they move together as one. So that might be a thing. That might be a message there for you about moving together as one unit. So let's pull a moon card. We just had that big lunar eclipse, full moon in Capricorn, and so I want to see a little information on what that moon energy is doing for you as it progresses out further, because those are a 6-month transit that really takes time to manifest entirely. Okay, so a new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. That's a really beautiful card for you, Taurus, because this could mean definitely a new partnership. This also works really great with that antelope, so that's just telling me even more. The passion is there, the creative energy is there. It's important that you communicate those things, important that you act on your intuition, and that you don't continue to sit and wait on things that you know you need to take action on, and that you might be taking a partner, and here comes the partner. Love it. So yeah, new romantic cycle, new moon in Libra. New moon cycles always begin a new cycle, a new project, a new thing coming in. And so yeah, that new moon in Libra is definitely great for bringing in a better kind of partnership, a better kind of friendship. And so maybe that, you know, is part of what hit you, Taurus, with that lunar eclipse, and you just said, you know what? I know that I need something better. I know that now, you know, I need a partner. I need a friend to do this with. I need a love. You know, and Libra definitely points to that romance. So it definitely could be new love coming in for you, Taurus. That would be nice. Alright, so now we're going to go into the tarot and get a little deeper into your month. Dear archangels, dear beings of light, all divine presence, please come and be with the sun sign of Taurus, sun, moon, rising, and Venus as we do their general reading for August 2019. Surround them with light and protection. Keep them safe and secure. Alright, Taurus, yeah, lots of energy. Lots. You're getting all that fire, all that air is coming in. Oh my goodness. Okay. So yeah, the first card out is that Five of Wands, and we know that's a fire element card, and this shows that mental, you know, disharmony in the mind. This is like, you know, a bicker fest. And it's not really like a big, bad, awful fight. It's just kind of like sniping at each other, kind of having a tiff. So that, I would say, is definitely something that's happening with you, because there's that overage of fire, which is that Leo, which is making things more stressful. But the Wheel of Fortune is on top of that, so that always denotes a change in fortune, a change in what you're experiencing right now. So I really don't believe that stress and that kind of tension you're feeling, that's not going to last. Okay, so in the immediate past, there comes your number 2. What did I say? High Priestess, Antelope. There it is. That intuition, that divine knowing. So you've really had some big wake-up calls. This last month was big for you, Taurus. It really was, and it's caused by that Six of Swords. So you're really ready to move on. You're ready to move on past some real, you know, mental anguish, heartache, things that made you feel bad. There you are, leaving the rough waters and going into a calmer existence. So this is definitely where you've been. Mentally, in the top of the mind, yet again, we've got more fire. Eight of Wands coming in fast, things moving. Many times, some readers see this as the arrows of love hitting you. I don't so much see it necessarily as that, as it is, this can be travel, this can be movement. Interesting what we were saying about how all that 4th house fire can really make you think about moving and you know, traveling on and getting a bigger perspective. And then, just like our dragon, our air and fire dragon, you have the fire and there's the air. So there it is. It's very intellectual, and you're thinking about a lot, and this comes in fast. I think that you're really looking to make a fast, sudden move. These are 2 of the fastest moving, most aggressive forward motion cards in the whole deck. And so you guys got them both on the top. And then underneath, another wand, and this is the big one, the Ace of Wands. So this is Spirit really coming in, Taurus, and saying you've got to stand up for yourself. You've got to take action. You can't sit this one out. You've really got to do it. And that's the unconscious energy that you actually are already feeling. You know it. You know it. You just haven't got down in there yet. So just, get down in the interior, and you're going to know. It's like, I got to change something. I got to stand up for that guy that keeps talking bad about me, that gal that keeps on giving me the stink eye at work. I can't, no, I'm not doing this anymore. And it's crossed by the King of Cups. So this is using your intuition. There's that water. There's that knowing, the mastery of emotion, the understanding of how to use it best. And then coming into the immediate future, Taurus, really interesting, because here you've got that Nine of Wands, another fire element. You got a lot of wands here, so there's a lot of fire movement, and it is crossed by that Ace of Pentacles, another ace coming into your reading. So you are definitely in the immediate future, I would say over the next, the course of the month of August, you have been feeling really tired, really beat down. You've been working very hard. You've been through a lot. There's no getting around that. But there's a lot of blessing coming in here. And this could definitely be that divine partnership, that new partnership. Part of it is that. But this is also a potential financial boost as well, because that Pentacle card, that Pentacle element, is always about material help and gain. So, look for that to be on the up, Taurus, with money improving, maybe even something very unexpected that you didn't see coming in, but it is, it's on its way. And let's pull some more cards. Yeah, this is a balancing act for you, Taurus. Definitely. You are doing your very best to stay balanced. So much. Okay, so many wands. You've got so many wands. And so many major arcana coming in, too. So, yeah, here you are. There's that earth element, and there's the waves of life rocking you, and you're doing good keeping your balance, but it ain't easy. And, the thing modifying this is it's saying you don't have to do this anymore. You don't have to work so hard just to keep it balanced, because this is the way you've been going about it, and this is saying this cycle is coming to an end. It's coming to an end, Taurus, that you don't have to continue to be living paycheck to paycheck, living day to day, just, struggling. So what's coming in, what you need to know is that you really have so much more power than you might think that you do. That Magician is a very powerful card. It's the number 1, and it's balance, pointing down to the earth, pointing up to the sky. So this is rooted in the earth and also looking to the heavens and looking for divine guidance as well. We always look at that. He takes all the elements, the water, the earth, the air, the fire, and brings them all together into a new reality. And crossing that is the Hierophant. So you've got another major arcana card crossing that. And it's really making a commitment not to give up on that ability. Making a commitment to your own spiritual and creative gifts. Because if you've got them and you haven't really been using them, or you kind of do for a little while and you put it down, and so the Hierophant's like, no, make a real commitment, because that's, commit to yourself, commit to your gift. There's so many amazing Taurus people, and they are just, they have the ability. You guys have the strength, and you have the inspiration. And here comes more inspiration. This is in your hopes and fears placement, so here you go. There's that star, because really I think what you ultimately hope for is that balance, is that stability, to use both the intuition and the practical grounded knowledge that you have to reach that higher place. And so the star is always, you've come through a lot to get to that point. And so, you're worried that you'll lose that or you won't get that balance, but this is really what you want. So put away the fear, embrace the hope on this, because this can come in, absolutely. And here again, we talked about that new relationship energy or new love offer or something. So here's that Page of Cups coming in, and that may very well be something that's starting there. A lot of the time that is. Sometimes that's even child energy. And even if you're not having a child, I always many times say that can be a creative project starting, or some kind of very inspired thing that you're going to nurture, something that you're going to nurture that's inspired. So at the end here, outcome, you got that Page of Wands. So again, another fire, another page. You got a lot of pages here, so there's a lot of new thought, new things happening, and then the moon is crossing it. So this is telling me a couple things here, Taurus. That you will be starting something new. That is where this is all headed, and that's going to be whether it's a move or a job or a new relationship or all of it together at once. And then the moon is a very intuitive card to me, because that's always the subconscious part of the soul. This can also be things that are hidden from view. Sometimes it can be a little bit of deception or a little bit of something that you may be in denial about. So be very upfront, and definitely require anybody that you're doing business with or getting a relationship, that they must be upfront with you, because you don't want anything to be hidden in the dark. You want to bring it out to light and use your intuition to understand where that's coming from, Taurus. So I'm just going to pull one last card from the Archangel Michael deck for a last bit of advice. Okay, Taurus, so this situation is already resolved, which is a beautiful card to get for that. So a lot of the worries, a lot of the concerns that you have, you still have to go through the process, but this is telling you that a lot of those worries, they're already being worked on, they're already being taken care of. I give any worries, cares, and concerns to you in exchange for true peace and always. Thank you for resolving the situation in a divinely perfect way. Alright, Taurus, those are your messages for August 2019. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you all soon. Take care. Bye-bye.